Hey everybody, this is Chris from lovebookonline.com, and today I'm going to be building out some more pages in our Mother's Day love book. So let's just kind of get started. Last we left off, I was building our page about her telling me that she was pregnant. This was the first day, and this was the page that I built. It was based off of another page that we kind of use as a template. And next, I'm just going to kind of continue that story. Now, at this point in the game, you can actually just start to edit everything. If things don't feel right or if things don't look they're in the right spot, this is a great time to pull some of those pages out and just get them out of the way. So I love that we met at work. This one's kind of not relevant to this particular story. So I'm just going to delete this page and I'm going to kind of continue in a linear fashion to go through the entire book. From that moment on, I knew I had to have you in my life. I think that's a great base because that's going to allow me to do something new here. And I'm going to show you how to edit a page, and then I'm going to show you how to create another character, a love emoji character, so you can add into the mix. So I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to hit edit on this page, and I'm going to keep the background. I have this. It's got both our characters here. And I want to say, well, let me back out a little bit. And again, that pro tip from last episode was in a separate window or have your photo gallery open so you can kind of look through your timeline. You can look through all of the historical stuff that's been going on in your life from that moment and forward. Or it's just a great reference to go back and, jog your memory with moments of reasons why you love that person. I do this all the time. I'm always scrolling through my timeline and, even go through your social medias and stuff like that. Just go through your timelines on those and just look for moments, highlights, your Instagrams, your TikToks, wherever you may have posted some cool things that happened in your life. Those are generally those moments where you're just, yeah, I love being with this person. This person's awesome. So it says from the last page, it says it was on April 7th, 2024, when you told me news that would change both our lives. From that moment, I had to have you in my life. So I'm gonna edit this, and I'm gonna actually take my own advice, and I'm gonna bring up my timeline, my photos, so I have it ready. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this I'm gonna say from that moment, I knew lives were going to change forever. Now, I think I might have said something to that effect. It'll change both our lives. Edit. Things were going to change. As we had no idea what to expect. Okay. And then ever since that day's been amazing, I'm going to change this one too. But here's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to change this one right away. I'm going to completely alter this one, and I'm going to change over to another bedroom scene. Let's find just a slightly different bedroom scene. And again, these are all cartoons. So some bedroom scenes are not always going to match the other bedrooms, but it's a cartoon. So it's kind of take it for what it's worth. I'm going to switch to this one. I'm going to actually change her pose because there was a moment where I think everybody goes through this where you don't know what's going to happen and you're scared, right? So I'm going to change her pose into a seated pose, and she was sitting on the bed, and it kind of hit her. She was sitting there and she's just not sure about this. She was, I want to say she was kind of sad about it. She was a little nervous, Let me find it nervous, kind of unsure. Maybe it was a little sad. It wasn't. She felt a little guilty about the way she was feeling. I mean, I think we all did. This is a shadow. I'm going to scale the shadow down. And I'm going to be there kind of. I'll scale up a little bit. Move me here. I'm going to put my arm behind her back. And I want to say, we were both nervous, but we leaned on each other. Let's do that. I don't know if I use punctuation in the other ones, but that's okay. And she says, I'm scared, but I have always wanted this. So there's that moment where we're just talking and she's just not sure about everything. I'm going to flip that the other way so it looks like the text bubbles coming from her. Move my shadow here. I actually scale it down even more. Pull it back there. So that, and then let me have my character say something too, but I got to scale this up a little bit. Give me some room. I'm going to unpin it so it unlocks it from the top of the screen. And then I'm going to add some text as well. You're going to be a great mom. That was a very common phrase. It still is to this day. You're a great mom. You're a great mom. Everything's great. You're doing great. Everything's good. That seems to be something that's said a lot. A little positive reinforcement, a little assurance is good, right? Okay. So let's scale that up a little bit. Okay. So that's it. You got it. I'm going to change this text too. It's a little dark up here, so I'm going to swap it to. Now, you may not be able to see this on the screen grab, but when I click on this little color icon, a little pop-up comes up and it'll let you pick. It's just a typical color picker. I'll let you pick the color that you're playing with. I'll go ahead and redo that here. Change the color to white. think that's white. There we go. Okay, there we go. We were both nervous, but we leaned on each other. Yep. Okay. Save. Okay, so about the couple, it was on April 7th. Things were going to change in our lives. We had no idea what to expect. We were both nervous, but we leaned on each other. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and that's it. So that's a quick episode. I'm just gonna cut this one down really quick. I'm on page 6 right now. I don't think I'm gonna do a full 50-page book or anything like that. I'm probably gonna stop around page 25, and we'll see you in the next video.